Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Saf here, and I know all of you are itching to use the brand new logged award, the legendary Skill Rune Selection Chest. Oh baby, what an amazing award. The devs are juicing us up, but what should you pick, and should you even use the brand new chest? I'm sure a lot of you saw our last video where I described why you shouldn't even be using this if you meet certain conditions, so I do want to do a follow-up. That way everyone understands what I'm talking about, because some of you assumed I'm talking about brand new runes that are coming out. No, this chest will never update the item list. These will always be the runes we get. It'll never introduce brand new runes. So then you'll ask, well Zaf, what's the point? Why would I save this? Great question. Let me cover that in today's video. That way you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you plan on using it, the best runes to pick, because there's so many good options out there, and I do want to make sure you make the best moves. That way you do not waste this precious resource. But in the comments, let me know what you plan on picking if you're using it. Very curious, or if you plan on saving it. I do want everyone to share their picks. That way we do have a community feedback system where people can confirm if their choices are right. I don't want someone jumping in and picking, let's say, I would say, yeah, this one here, Ascension for Dagger Toss, not one we really use, so make sure you watch this video and pick the right rune, and compare to the comments what you pick, because that way you know for a fact you're not wasting this amazing resource. And sorry, just a very quick interruption, make sure if you haven't yet for a bunch of free codes to go to link down below and support us for free. That way I can send you a bunch of juicy benefits. Yes, this is the Marbles free program for Soul of Your Eyes. You go to the link, you log in, you link your account, then you press this button right here, the supporter button, then you wait a few hours, probably about a day to 12 hours, then you go to the top right, to the My Page button, you press it, then you start scrolling down, and you should see my name come up. That way you know for a fact you're supporting, and you keep going down. Under receive benefits, you will get unique codes sent to you. We have 8 codes right now that you have to use and support for, so make sure you don't try to use these codes here. These are unique, they're one-time use, so I send them to you directly to the website, and that is why you support, to get your rune fragments, your discount codes, your mana power extracts, your essence stones, and your rune chests, and more. So make sure you support. The link is down below, it's free. That way you can benefit, but also, if you're supporting, join our Discord server and follow the instructions. That way you can enter in our giveaways. We have hundreds of dollars of giveaways for you, so make sure you join. That way you do not miss out. But I do want to give a quick shout out to Prantic for being your first comment to our last video. Here's your shout out, bro, and enjoy that juicy exclusive Discord role. Now, the reason why I recommend saving the chest is based on 3 changes coming in the March and April updates. The first being the fusion system improvement, where we can pick the rune and blessing stone we want based on meeting specific conditions, which is amazing, but we don't know how that system is going to be implemented. Right now it is a random system. Let me show you. A lot of you are new to the game or you don't understand how it works. So right now when it comes to the fusion system, if we jump in, the results we get are not guaranteed when it comes to legendaries or heroics. I'm sure they're going to change the legendary variant, where we jump in and let's say put, here let me just do here, auto select confirm, where we do put our heroics in, but we cannot pick the desired outcome, where the desired outcomes are random at a 30% rate, where the rate is distributed based on all our current legendary runes, which is a ton, so odds are you're not going to get anything you want. But based on the brand new system, we can either pick the exact one, or we will get a rate up list situation like we have with our custom draws. Here let me jump in, very important. So based on this, there's a chance we put in 2, 3, or 4 runes we want, and we get a random desired outcome. So I recommend saving it, the chest that is, just for this reason alone, and seeing what the brand new system is like. That way once you roll and you get legendary rune, you can see which ones you're missing, and you skew the odds in your favor, because if you save it, you can put in the main runes you want right now in the system. That way once you get, let's say, one you didn't necessarily really want, but you got one that's pretty good, you can go ahead and use the chest and pick the exact one you want, which is ideal. That's one of the reasons why I recommend saving it, but that's just one of the, I guess, lesser reasons. The main reason is right here in the brand new refinement and amp system. Not a refinement system though, that one doesn't require any dupes, but the amp system, watch this. The amp system allows hunters to strengthen their higher grade skill runes and blessing stones by using duplicate ones. Oh no. This could mean anything. Does it mean the same dupe, or does it mean a duplicate legendary in general, just a generic one? We do not know. That's why I recommend for some of you, who are not missing the main staple runes to go ahead and save. That way, once the brand new system comes out in April, you are ready if you need the dupe. I mean, come on, imagine if we need a duplicate of the Sonic Stream Magnifying Slashes. Do you know how long that will take to get again? That's why if you have it now, and if you have all the main skills that we'd like to use, like Vacuum Wave, the arm break skill, and other skills like that, there isn't exactly a need to rush into using it. That way you're prepared. It's always a good thing to save your resources because you never know what's coming our way based on the brand new system. A lot up in the air, so I did want to mention that for you. A lot of you might use it in haste and pick a rune that's not necessarily the best, and it turns out you need to dupe for the ones we have. But again, I do want to reiterate, we have no idea what the system is going to be like, because we have no idea if we need the same duplicate, because if we do, this is a great idea, and if we don't, then there's really no point in saving it, besides seeing what we get in the brand new fusion system. So I would say most cases, wait until March, unless you're rushing for the brand new Deimos hard mode clear skin, where you do need a brand new legendary rune or blessing stone to ensure you clear it, so do take note of that. But let's jump in and I'll cover my recommendations, because there's a ton out there that you have to pick to ensure you get the most damage out of Jinwoo. Very important. So let's jump into our runes. We have Jinwoo here, and what do I recommend? So first off, if you do not have magnifying slashes, just get it right now. It is the best skill in the game. There is no other skill that beats it in terms of damage, so make sure you choose it. It is a staple for the guild boss. It is a staple for so many game modes. Even when the elemental type weakness isn't the same, it is still fine to use. Very OP. And if you want damage for Deimos, hard mode Deimos, this is a very good skill. Double down because of not the percentage, but based on the effect here, where if you hit an enemy that doesn't have a break gauge, it increases your damage by 240% for double down, which is huge. This skill nukes. So again, one good option out there. These are your two main damage dealing skills. If you want a buffing skill, the best one out there is Vacuum Wave. This one is so good, the arm break skill, giving us a 15% bonus to the target's damage taken. It is insane, absolutely mind-blowing, and it gives us a bonus effect here for regards, but nothing really used, so that is an option. I would say those are your top three. If you want damage for Deimos, take this. If not, no need to get it, but this one is a must. This one is an easy number 2. And I would say other skills that are good are kind of evenly distributed. There's a lot of options and none of them really take the cake, but this one here is very good in general. For a lot of game modes we can use it. Not only does it provide a break, but it provides some major damage as well. It is very good for power destruction. It makes you clear both hands instantly and deal tons of damage to the boss. It is hard to aim though, so do take note of that, but still a very good skill. Good percentage, good effect, and almighty break, oh baby. Now we do have one I do recommend for Battlefield time, that being Crosshairs in the vertical arts. Very strong. It is a fantastic AoE skill that we use very often for a lot of game modes, so it is a good option out there. Even for the dragon power destruction, it's very good. It clears both hands instantly, so it is one that I recommend. It is very good. Some of you might like Reap, but honestly right now it's kind of fallen off. It was used before, but we no longer need Shadow Step. That's the effect that always applied. Right now Shadow Step is so easy to get off, so not really one I recommend. So you don't have to rush towards it, but this right here isn't too bad as well. This isn't in our top 5, but it is in the top, I would say 10 probably. Electric Shock is very good for light days and the power destruction, but again, not one we really need. If I want to go for one for Battlefield time, if you care, we have the Vertical Arts Explosions, the water version, giving us a 250% bonus to targets in the break state. This absolutely nukes bosses, as I'm sure you've seen with Shaman, where you do need it to get a good time, so a pretty good option there. It is used in pretty much every single Battlefield time mode, where the target is weak to water, and they have a break gauge. Very, very OP. But besides that, I wouldn't say there's too many good ones out there. This one here is okay. I might actually get it depending on how the rune chest works with the dupes, but I'm going to save it obviously. But this is a good one. For again, the Battlefield time, it's okay. And for power destruction, not too bad. This one is kind of better too. Again, some options there, but not the best. This one is good though, Liberation. It is honestly very good for Battlefield time. One of the main ones we use quite often to clear the mobs. Deals a lot of damage and we get an attack bonus, very OP. But I do want to move on from those. Don't think there's anything else here. Besides, I would say Earth Shock, Death Stance is okay for the light version. Gives us crit damage, which can help you for Deimos if you want break, and also more damage coming in, so do take note of that. although it is heavy break, the cooldown is pretty low, so you can spam it just like this one here. But I do recommend getting this one if you want more break, but this one is good, I would say, for higher end players to get the damage coming in. Very, very, very OP. But overall, when it comes to the armor break skills and the Sonic Stream skills, you cannot go wrong. Just getting the fire version or the wind version, if you have all three, can boost your damage by a lot. I wouldn't get the wind one, I would get the dark, the light, and the fire versions. The fire one is very good with the Fan of the Fire Demon, and also your Phoenix Soul makes for a great combo dealing major damage, so do take note of that. If you pick the additional ones here, if you already have the dark version, you can get bonus damage to your dark because your skill level goes up, so that is one option out there. But that's it for the runes there. I do want to cover QTE runes though. They are not too bad when it comes to, I would say, surprise attack is good. You get some break coming in, but mostly for the damage bonus here, where you do break the target when you have this effect applied. A 20% increase is crazy, so that's a pretty good option out there. The next best one would have to be Thunderstorm. It is very strong. As you saw off the Shaman in this week's Battlefield Time mode, it is very good, so a good option for damage. And the other ones here, not so much, we don't need them. And with the other QT, I would say the best one that's globally used will be Overshadow. Overshadow is very strong. You get a 200% skill damage increase, which is insane to this bonus here, so that's a good one. And the next best one would have to be Squall, giving us medium break and the corrosion effect, allowing us to break even faster. So those two for your QTs. This one's third. It's okay, but not what we need, so these two for sure. And this one for our other QTs, those are the best options. But yeah, again in the comments, you'll let me know what your choices are. Very curious. There's a lot of good options out there, but a lot of bad ones as well, so make sure you don't make those mistakes, because yeah, you want to ensure you don't waste your very rare resource. The chest will never come again, or it'll come eventually, but not for a very long time, trust me. I've been playing this game for a year, and we haven't seen that item come in eons and eons, so make sure you use it wisely or save it to see what the updates you have in store. But on that note, that is all I have for you today. Make sure, if you haven't yet, to subscribe and drop your like on this video and leave a comment what your options are, what your picks are. Very curious. And of course, do not forget to support us for free on Emerald Supporter Program. That way, I can send you a bunch of free codes. But on that note, this is your Code King Zaf, signing out.